Hi everyone, welcome to back the channel. After rush in the vast and cold skies of Russia, a legend continues to roar out. The Tupolev Tu-22M, known by NATO as the Backfire, this long-range strategic and maritime strike bomber has remained one of the most recognizable silhouettes in Russian military aviation. In 2025, as global tensions and military technology rapidly evolve, the Tu-22M has once again risen to relevance. Upgraded, modernized, and deadly as ever, this aircraft stands as a living embodiment of the Soviet design philosophy, a rugged, fast, powerful, and relentless. The history of the Tu-22M began decades ago, but even today it commands respect across the globe. First conceived in the late 1960s, the Tu-22M was created to replace the disappointing Tu-22 Blinder. The Soviet Union needed a bomber capable of carrying heavy payloads at supersonic speed and striking naval targets far from home. The solution was a new aircraft, a sleek, variable swept wings, afterburning engines, and a design built for raw power and strategic dominance. Fast forward to 2025, and this machine has evolved into a symbol of endurance. While most Western bombers of its generation have been retired or preserved in museums, the Tu-22M still thunders across runways from Murmansk to the Pacific coast. Russia's long-range aviation command continues to rely on it as a bridge between tactical strike aircraft and intercontinental bombers like the Tu-160. The aircraft's modernization into the Tu-22M3M variant has transformed it into a formidable 21st century strike platform. The modernization process began years ago, but its full effects are being seen now. The Tu-22M3M incorporates a new digital navigation suite, glass cockpit avionics, and advanced communication systems compatible with modern command networks. Its radar and electronic warfare systems have been completely overhauled to match the complex realities of modern aerial combat and long-range missions. The heart of the upgrade is in its ability to integrate new precision-guided weaponry, a feature that brings the old bomber into alignment with Russia's contemporary air warfare doctrine. One of the most significant advancements is the compatibility with the Kh-32 missile. This high supersonic cruise missile, an evolution of the older Kh-22, is designed for high-altitude launches and can reach speeds up to Mach 4.6, with the range exceeding 1,000 kilometers. The Kh-32's ability to strike carrier groups and heavily defended targets makes the Tu-22M3M a critical component of Russia's anti-access and area denial strategy. Against a modern NATO fleet, a formation of Tu-22M3Ms could pose a deadly challenge. Firing volleys of these missiles from well beyond the reach of ship-based defenses. The aircraft itself retains its impressive performance characteristics. The Tu-22M3M can reach speeds over Mach 1.8 at high altitude, with a combat radius of roughly 2,500 kilometers. Depending on the mission profile. With aerial refueling, a capability that was once politically restricted but is now being reconsidered, its operational range can extend dramatically, making it capable of striking targets across Europe, the Middle East, or even parts of the Indo-Pacific region. In 2025, the global context has changed. The Tu-22M is no longer just a Cold War relic, it's a modernized strike tool that Russia uses to project power across distant regions. During the 2020s, Tu-22Ms have been spotted in multiple exercises and combat theaters, including operations in the Arctic, Syria, and naval drills over the Black and Baltic Seas. Each deployment serves as a demonstration of Russia's ability to maintain long-range strike readiness despite Western sanctions and economic constraints. The bomber's design itself remains one of the most distinctive in aviation history. Its long, needle-like fuselage, sharply swept wings, and high-mounted twin engines give it a menacing appearance. The variable geometry wings can sweep between 20 and 65 degrees, allowing it to take off from relatively short runways and then accelerate to high speeds for attack runs. Its NK-25 engines produce massive thrust, allowing the Tu-22M to climb rapidly and deliver its payload at both low and high altitudes. Inside the cockpit, The modern Tu-22M-3M is almost unrecognizable compared to its Soviet predecessor. Gone are many of the analog dials and mechanical switches that filled the original panels. In their place are digital displays, multi-function screens, and upgraded control systems that improve situational awareness for both pilots and navigators. The crew of 4A pilot, co-pilot, navigator, and weapons officer now benefit from a modernized flight control system that allows for smoother handling and reduced workload. Perhaps most importantly, the Tu-22M's offensive capabilities have expanded. In addition to the Kh-32, it can carry a variety of air-to-surface munitions, including freefall bombs, guided missiles, and even the modernized Kinzhal air-launched hypersonic missile. Although the Kinzhal's deployment on the Tu-22M remains partially classified, Russian media sources and defense analysts have suggested that integration testing began around 2023, and by 2025, at least a small number of modified aircraft are believed to be capable of launching them. This would make the Tu-22M one of the few aircraft in the world able to deliver hypersonic weapons at long range. Another critical modernization aspect lies in defensive systems. The Tu-22M-3M is now equipped with a modern radar warning receiver, digital electronic countermeasures, and improved chaff and flare dispensers. This allows it to survive in environments dense with modern air defenses, such as the Patriotic or Aegis systems. The addition of satellite navigation and encrypted communication ensures it can coordinate effectively with other air and naval units in complex joint operations. For decades, the Tu-22M was feared as a carrier killer, the aircraft designed to break through NATO's naval formations and strike aircraft carriers head-on. The concept hasn't changed much, but the tools have evolved. The combination of the Tu-22M-3M and the Kh-32 or Kinzhal missile means that a single bomber, flying at high speed and altitude, could threaten large naval assets without entering the enemy's radar horizon. In modern naval warfare, that kind of standoff capability is priceless. When discussing its strategic role, one cannot overlook its significance in Russia's deterrence posture. Though not a nuclear strategic bomber in the same class as the Tu-95 or Tu-160, the Tu-22M has always been a dual-capable platform, able to carry both conventional and nuclear payloads. Its adaptability makes it a versatile asset for regional conflicts and power projection missions. With modern targeting systems and advanced cruise missiles, it can strike critical infrastructure, airfields, and naval bases within hours. In 2025, the Russian aerospace forces continue to expand their modernization programs, with the